Hello and welcome to Thursday stream with Xenoblade Chronicles. Just want to kick off just marking a little bit of actually sad news that's kind of come up after this long, just over a week of excitement around the new Xboxes, the PlayStation 5, and even a Nintendo Direct today, which... Hey Seismic. But yeah, so while all this news was coming out, Nintendo also announced that the very last 3DS family console has been made. So after 9.5 years and over 76 million units sold, we say goodbye to the 3DS. And obviously the 2DS models. That does also include the new models as well. But obviously they're still going to be flowing into stores for a bit. But yeah, about time. Yeah, I know. Obviously, writing's been on the wall for a while since the Switch took off like hotcakes. But you know, I mean, I enjoyed the 3DS. Never cared for the 3D element, but there was some good stuff on it, I felt, and I don't know, something else about the way I actually preferred holding a 3DS over the old DS as well. So I think also having the XL models really helped for me when I have my vision issues. So where am I going? Okay. So yeah, 3DS is done. Oh, that should be a Suzy. Suzy?
Hello.
There we go. Coming in right after we do our memoriam for the 3DS.
Poor 3DS.
Yeah, but again, 9.5 years is long for a console. So yeah. But how is Suzy?
Sleepy.
I really know. I have not slept. So I had a really upset tummy overnight. And most of today, so I am running on 0 hours of sleep.
Oh, fine.
And I even, got kind of forced out the flat today.
Who forced you up the flat?
Me.
Oh.
I think you know why. I needed to go and visit one shop.
Oh.
Because the web store was broken.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Try going on game and the web store just isn't working at all. And by the time it was working, none left. So it was, please go to your stores and check their allocations.
Well, I just suck.
Get there and, yeah. Well, by the time I get there, they'd the pre-order limit for the digital version gone. And they only had 3 disc ones left.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and apparently because the store is, a sort of smaller one and whatnot, they don't get that many allocated. So yeah, because I initially wasn't going to get it on launch day, but thinking about, obviously, handling the streams and whatnot, I do kind of feel I want to grab one of the two. Between Series X and PS5, and again, it's the big deciding factor was Game Pass. I do not need a Series X. I can just run the games off my PC. If there's anything from Microsoft, so
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, PS5 is pre-ordered alongside Demon's Souls and Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Me?
Yep. So, although I think Demon's Souls will just sit on the shelf until a certain date. Oh yeah, I mean, like Horizon Forbidden West, obviously big time, but that's not a launch title. Demon's Souls and Spider-Man are, so also there's Ratchet and Clank I'm looking forward to as well. Also means I know which console I'm getting most of the third-party games on now. You know, I mean, it's kind of ironic, you know, I do keep an eye on like what Microsoft has. It's just, they've just never managed to pull me over for you know, on the exclusive side, so oh well, you know, it happens. Like, not against owning an Xbox, but I've just not seen reason. And there's also the fact that with the whole, they're going to still be releasing stuff on the Xbox One for a year or so. I could just go to CEX, buy a used Xbox One, and I still have access to all the games. Best way to... Oh, obviously, naturally, it's user in battle together. You're going to want to be controlling Melia. Because, as we mentioned, the AI just does not use her properly. There's also gifts. Like, you can give, collectibles between characters. Though that does take a bit of, like, checking what's best to use, because sometimes it can go the wrong way.
Also, a lot of the items I know between Charlotte and Melia are lately acquired in the game. Take care. Beach.
Also, as this guy, his voice is done by a guy who basically voices like 90% of adverts in the UK.
What's his most famous one?
I can't remember, but the joke is Peter Dixon, voice of everything. So, and then of course we obviously have Clara.
Yeah, that's true.
Although technically this role was first, so but still.
I won't lie, I hate Clara, I love Melia.
I must go to the palace. I must stop him.
Melia revived a light for Jenna Louise Coleman for me.
I kind of liked Clara in the sense of she was willing to challenge the Doctor a decent amount.
Yeah, I just didn't like how much it just became Clara this, Clara that.
Yeah, I think the writers put too much focus on her. I mean, it was fine for the first series because that was the whole mystery of how had he met her before.
Also, it was Matt Smith's Doctor, but then Peter Capaldi came in, and then it was just all about Clara and nothing about this new Doctor that has just appeared out of nowhere, and that really annoyed.
And then obviously then the other bit they focused on was Missy.
Yeah, but Missy I didn't mind because Missy was awesome.
Oh yeah, I mean the reveal though was brilliant.
Oh, definitely.
Because
that was absolutely perfect.
That was I admit, a bit I did not see coming on that reveal. Because for all purposes, I thought she might have been Rani, regenerated, because we haven't seen her since the old series. So... Pardon?
Tom Baker's time? If I remember
Something
correctly?
like that, yeah. But like, she was into because obviously her whole thing was like, she liked doing experiments that the other Time Lords did not like. Hence why she was another outcast, like the Doctor and the Master. So, and like it felt like something that she would do, that storyline.
Yeah.
So, and it would have been cool because she's another Time Lord that easily could have got away from the.
Brother, where is God?
Yeah, hey Alex. Games website is out. I know that.
So father has gone.
Because when I went into game, all the digital were gone, and there were only 3 discs left, and I got one of those last 3. So, yeah, it's just selling out like anything.
Father,
I'm glad I'm not pre-ordering.
Bear in mind, this is the initial wave. Because I was seeing like talk from Angry Joe earlier. There's bound to be like, more stock coming in. This is just their initial allocations. So, I don't know, because this is a JRPG seismic and that's how they like to do things for females.
And plus, it's the strongest bit of armor she has.
But that doesn't mean...
Logic.
Trust him, Shulk. His fate was decided long ago.
no!
So, yeah, I know. It's sort of. I think it is a case of. Like, yeah, it's definitely all gone out of hand. I know that. 'Cause like I said, I saw the Angry Joe video about it's all gone crazy. Although Amazon, at least when he did his video, Amazon did not let you pre-order at all. So it may be the whole case that stores have broken the rules for pre-orders.
Of course. But you can't. We are home.
I mean, this is almost like what happened several years ago with Pokemon.
My apologies, Dumbo.
Kind of one of the stores somewhere else in one chain somewhere else in Europe released
Prison Island.
Pokemon. I think it was X and Y early, and it just set a chain reaction of other shops across Europe just releasing the game ahead of schedule. And then we got punished the following generation by having, the following games by having Omega Alpha delayed. Which kind of sucked, but, like, the rest of Europe was basically punished for one store, or a couple of stores' annoyance. Because, like, I wasn't able to pick up my copy for a couple of days when Nintendo had just decided, oh, screw it, just sell it. So, yeah, that's but yeah, it is crazy that say it does look more like stores breaking the dates they were told. Excuse me.
Trying to see if I can pre-order Hitman 3 from game.
It wasn't listed in the PS5 section.
Demon Souls is a...
Yeah, it's a launch title. Demon Souls is a launch title, Susie.
$69.99!
Yeah, I think that might be an error because if it's going to be sold at $70, it's not going to be £70. I'm expecting by launch that to drop down to £65 if we go by the usual formula of how our games are priced. Well, they have like NDAs and whatnot, but yeah, like the store in, I think it was Spain when it came to Pokemon, they got financially penalised for breaking the contracts and whatnot.
My god, freaking. I don't like
But if
that
you actually...
price.
What?
I don't like that price.
Look, we've known for a few months now companies were going to take this opportunity to jack prices up, sadly.
Yeah.
Although I think by a rule, if they stuff microtransactions in, you're not allowed to raise the price. The more you push the microtransactions, the lower you've got to make your price. Demon Souls, in theory, should not have any monetization on it, so they could argue. I'm not going to say they definitely can, but they could argue for the boost on price.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because games like FIFA and whatnot, they have no right to now be asking, higher prices, given that that's not where they make their money. So, it's just, but yeah, like I say, I think the Demon Souls price is just an error because, again, knowing how we formulate prices compared to America and mainland Europe. Because we always have that thing where you take whatever their price is and knock 5 off it when it comes to the bits. So for every $10, dollars or €10, knock 5 off that, and that's what you have in pounds. Hence why, our console price is, $450, not $500.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so might as well pre-order Demon Souls and Hogwarts Legacy. I'm actually pretty hyped for that.
Yeah, because Microsoft announced the date back in their Series X video last week, Alex. So we've known for just about a week the date pre-orders go live. And obviously that's not just the Series X, that's S as well. So, yeah, 22nd. But yeah, S and X are on that one. So, but yeah, we've also had a few contradictions from Sony as well about certain things. So, fun! It's like they don't even know what their console's doing. Really do not want to fight at the moment because there's those nebulae in there. Alex is getting the Harry Potter thing as well.
Yeah.
Couldn't care less, it just looks boring to me.
Yeah, but then again, you don't really like the Harry Potter series, so...
Yeah, but I mean, even just ignoring what, license it's on, it just did not look interesting to me. But I guess that was probably the problem I had with the presentation for most things last night. Most of it was just, oh look, here's just stuff rendered in the graphics and whatnot. Not, no gameplay or anything. Very rarely, very few things we actually had gameplay for.
I won't lie, I have been waiting for something like an open world Harry Potter game for a long while. So
I admit, because again, seeing, watching on some of them, so as well as Angry Joe, I've seen the Completionist's take on the presentation, and yeah, he has no interest, but I guess I acknowledge what it is. It is a proper game. It's not, just one of those tie-in games to the films or the Lego ones. Which I think the Lego games, given how usually video game adaptations of films tend to go, the Lego games were probably the best at tie-in. But then you have that Lego
series actually.
Pardon?
Really, really good. The Lego Harry Potter series is really, really fun.
Oh, Susie, next year.
Yeah.
Is it next year or is it later this year? Get the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. When it comes out, because that's all 9 films in Lego form.
Okay.
It'll make yeah, because we had the original. Well, they did the prequel trilogy originally. Then they did the original saga. They then did then did a game which was both, just packaged in one box.
Yeah.
We then had a Clone Wars game, which only covered the first 2 and a bit seasons of the show. I kind of want them to do a sequel to that, where we can get the remaining seasons. And then what was it? Yeah, and then we had episode 7. We never got a game for episode 8, and we never got a game for episode 9. Although they announced the complete saga where they would have announced the game for episode 9. It's the complete one, so yeah. But yeah, like, I would definitely say, for you to, like, if you want to get something like a fun Star Wars game to get in on,
Yeah.
go with that Lego game, because they have a really good take of humour in for the Star Wars universe.
I think I might wait until after we've watched the films though before playing it, but I definitely.
Yeah, but you can always pick the game up whenever, once it's out.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not realise I'd triggered a unique one. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, he hides there. He's like, hello, I'm here. What's
Hi.
up? I'm gonna turn on the light. It's very dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, they could do like Clone Wars, Rebels, and Resistance all as one game. Just like, do Star Wars, the animated saga. Or something like that, And maybe, or, just the TV stuff. So maybe get a little bit of Mandalorian.
Come out the window. Do it.
There we go. But yeah, like, there's some cool things they could do. So. Lego, get on with it, please. Make the... Oops, got that too early. Yeah, so we got some... Come on, fire at it.
Alright, I'm back.
Nothing bad. Kitty's okay?
Yeah, Daisy's just in the window.
What about Pops?
Poppy hasn't shown her face yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's probably downstairs getting cuddles from Mum.
But Poppy. What was Dindin's?
Dindin's was salmon and gravy.
Ooh,
And
so they're done with the jelly.
Yeah, they are done with the jelly. And they loved it.
Hello, someone's playing Animal Crossing.
No.
It said Susie. It's fine, I'm just joking on that.
I know.
But, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, overall I'm looking forward, though, say back to the biz, like, I'm looking forward to what we're going to get with the PS5.
It's a promising thing. Well, promising console. Most of the games that have been announced to be released on PS5 I've been interested in. Xbox, on the other hand, I'm just in like.
And bear in mind, just think on what will be exclusive, because like Hitman is multi-platform, I believe.
I know Hitman is multi-platform, but yeah. But also the exclusives I am looking forward to. I might try myself at Final Fantasy 16.
Hmm. Too early. Yeah, it's just. The only thing I don't like about the PS5 is just. I just don't like it. I just don't like the white on it.
Yeah.
I really would have preferred like it in all black.
I'm glad I'm not the only person who shares that opinion. I'm kind of hoping that later on next year they will release that version or a version like it.
Yeah. Although, like the last thing they did show off last night got me super excited.
Oh.
God of War.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, I mentioned this when we played God of War, that the original ones, I just cannot, get myself with. But the reboot, sort of take on it. Yes, because I loved that game. Yeah, the Valkyries were kind of an annoyance, but overall, I really liked that game. So, more of that, yes. It's going to be interesting to see where they take it.
Definitely.
Everyone. So.
Hello, Poppy.
Hi, Pops.
She's just like, hello.
Just like, hi, woman. You're a woman.
I'm also choosing PS5, I realise, because I have grown up with Sony consoles.
Well, like I was saying earlier, my choice came purely down to games.
Yeah, which is completely fair.
It's not my fault that Microsoft just don't release exclusives that I'm like, yes. Like a certain game that got cancelled.
Oh god, TA's playing Death Road to Canada again.
What?
TA is playing Death Road to Canada again. Apparently I kept on taking on mooses. I wanting to kill them.
Oh jeez. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to play Demon's Souls. I actually got my PS3 out the other day and actually fired up my copy I'd found in CEX all that time ago now. Yeah, let's just say I really, it's... Oh boy, how has Dark Souls ruined the gameplay experience with its improvements across all... Well, even when you consider... even though I still haven't got around to doing Bloodborne, it's just like playing through all 3 Dark Souls games and just seeing how, elements improved is just... Hey, TA. Have you made a character for me or not?
Yeah.
What's my character like? And how are you doing as well? Cannot find the thing. Come on, I want to get a chain attack in. There we go. Oh, chain attack. There we go. Where is it? Oh, there they are. Okay, well you.
Ricky, helping each other is our greatest strength.
I mean, what sort of weapons do you get?
Only now have you realized our true power. Victory to Ricky's! We make a great team.
Yeah.
Aw,
Now, what sort of things do I do then? Like, say, if I'm just super calm and not that good at fighting. Please tell me I get to carry some sort of big, deadly weapon.
This represents no problem whatsoever. Ricky can win by
Random, oh. Ah. So no running around with a grenade or rocket launcher then, eh? Because you know I'd be the heavy weapon person. I mean, heck, I was basically that for TA's
was it Econ?
XCOM, yeah.
Oh, XCOM. Not the Econ.
Heal and repair. Keep Susie from just. You know what? That sounds like when Susie is around my car. Just like, nope.
Oh, that reminds me of the time I fell out your car.
I was about to mention that.
Oh my god. Oh god.
There we go.
Yeah, my knees didn't live very much after falling out of your car that day.
Yeah. I'll have to obviously look at the screenshot later, TA. But yeah, it's just.
I'm actually kind of happy it was in a dark car park, but then again I realised we kind of parked right outside McDonald's, so anybody inside that looked at us directly would have seen me do that. Oh dear.
But how's things otherwise anyway today? Susie? How's things otherwise for you today?
Just been calm. Been reading all day. Oh god.
Yeah. What did kitties do for the day?
They honestly slept all day.
Oh.
They were like, guys,
How noisy were they last night then? Susie? I was say, how noisy were they last night?
not that noisy really.
So it wasn't
just
run around at 3 AM in the morning and just... Just doing all of this.
Hold on. Oi!
Oh, Kitty's in trouble. Da, da, da. Oh jeez. Forgot they come up.
This represents no problem whatsoever. Okay.
Hey! Yeah, if it wasn't for the super expensive medical insurance, I would want to go to Canada one day. Canada, Japan. I technically do want to see Australia, even though I know it's a death sentence to me because of the heat. But yeah. Stuff there. So there we go.
Okay, let's get going.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the medical insurance costs for me is too much if I go abroad. So I'm stuck to the UK, well, Britain in particular. I don't even think I'll be able to visit Northern Ireland easily. So I mean, I've been pretty much everywhere in Britain, so only a couple of places I haven't been to, like the Isle of Wight. So yeah. Well. Find our way back so we can go to the other island. And kind of, like I say, for those who didn't catch last week's ones, I'm kind of saving exploration and quests until. I mean, I initially wanted to just get the tomb done, but I decided in between that I want to get the Prison Island bit out of the way as well. Because otherwise we have the whole Prison Island quest being handled at the same time. Okay, respawns have started, that's what it is. So yeah. But I don't know. It's me wonder. Oh, skill trees. Oh yes. Apart from there wasn't anything. No. No. No, that's not what I needed. Increase agility, increase ether. Don't need that for Ricky. Let me get rid of that one. Chain attack. CP. Hell movement, strength. Strength during the day, movement speed. No. Okay, itch. No. Nope. Mm. Come back to the in a second. Mm. Wait, Sean, there you go. Oh, I need to get that up further. Okay. AP, max HP. Mm. No, okay. So we got that one now, not that worried. That's alright. And that's the thing I'm after. Good. Cool. So close. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going on that. Yeah, that's okay. Level up. Okay, that's that done. Da, da, da. Why is that? Oh, did I accidentally level that one up? Damn it. Yeah, I think I accidentally leveled up bedtime. Whoops. Oh well. Now I'll hold off to get heal round up more. Rain or down is good. Shield bash. Hammer beat. There we go. Dunban. Still strike up first. Feels good. Shaker edge. Okay, yeah, those two are fine. Okay, there we go. That's the defensive ones all leveled up. There we are. Let's get those done. Annoyed I accidentally leveled up a wrong art on Ricky previously. Oh well. Not much can be done there. Yeah, no,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I almost just destroyed Mum's laptop.
Oh. How did you nearly do that?
Well, a while ago there was a massive spillage on her laptop and it killed her Wi-Fi connection.
Mm-hmm.
And well, how can I put this? We bought a Wi-Fi dongle, and I went down there, and I literally remember something that needs to be added to the as order.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, do it now before I forget it. So closing down Mum's laptop, I left the dongle because it's now working again in the like lid closing bit.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
That nearly ended very
Yeah, that probably wouldn't have been a Susie anymore.
Yeah.
Kitties, your new home is waiting, by the way.
They know that.
They're just waiting for the next time I come. So
I'm also waiting.
Well, no, because they're going to be sitting there with their little kiddie bags and just like, okay, we come with you, woman.
Take me home.
Take me to my home.
Yeah, dear.
They just sit there with a little bag in their mouth, just like, hi. We packed our bags.
We're ready.
And then when it comes to me leaving, they just sneak into my bag and just be like, do not tell humans that we're here. Hey, Joe.
Ayo.
Actually, yeah, the one thing we haven't got around to touching, even though I covered a bit on the PlayStation, Nintendo Direct. I mean, that's all I can really say about it today. It was a Direct. I don't really have anything special to say. I mean, new Monster Hunter games. Ori, sequel coming on Switch. Yeah, and a couple of other random bits, but yeah. TA's excited for Monster Hunt. Which one though, TA? Because there was two of them. Rune Factory 5, yeah. They're just none of the games appealed to me, I think that's the thing.
I haven't actually heard of any of the games that are coming out.
Well, we've got two new Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, looking forward to the Stories one, okay. Yeah, we've got Rune Factory 5, the Ori, Ori and the Blind Forest, I believe is the sequel.
Okay.
Ori game, because yeah, that's coming over to Switch.
Looks like I love that.
Yeah. Can't really think of what else they showed. Like, it just. I guess it also was a bit disappointing when I found out afterwards that news about the 3DS ending production. So, yeah, I mean, we had a we opened up the stream with a little bit of a memoriam to the 3DS family. So yeah, I mean it was coming. So oh boy. Leave Melia alone. But curious with you, Joe. Did you see any of the PS5 announcements yesterday? Kind of hoping for a continuous thing for the chain attack. Yeah, yeah. Well, like I say, at some point, probably next year, maybe. I don't know. It depends when Susie gets a PS5. You can all look forward to us doing Demon Souls.
PS5 would mostly be like, I don't know if I'm gonna treat myself as a birthday present, or so that's mid-year, or maybe later on in 2021. So it probably have to wait a little bit, but yeah.
But yeah, long-term plans, Demon Souls will be done.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is right that we go through the OG one. Although, yeah, the remake of the OG one, because, yeah. Oh, playing the PS3 one is clunky nowadays. So we were talking earlier as well about how just all three Dark Souls games and Bloodborne have, you know, made the style of play and whatnot just so different. It's not so different, but, you know, smoother and whatnot. So, I mean, I have enough when I go from playing Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls Remastered. Just because of how the controls are there. Nope, one left the field. Jeez. Nah. That was brutal what we just did. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the remake for Demon Souls. On top of, let's say, go through, I'll definitely be having Spider-Man Miles Morales, the new Ratchet and Clank, the new God of War. So, yeah, there's already a few games on my radar to put in for the options for playing on stream, so can look forward to those. Oh boy. Oh, come on, stomach. This stomach. Right. Keep thinking the boss fight shows up before I do this. It's after. Wrong button. Go. I like how they have the animations if they're running in from the
And something we've never
teleporter that goes back to Alchemoth. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Really? You dodged out of that? Oh no. Oh no. Dazed. Come on. Oh, there we go.
Can anyone explain what this thing is?
I believe it is one of the oldest creatures on Bionis. I have only seen them as fossils, discovered around the capital. To find that they were trapped on Prison Island. Was it protecting the island?
That would imply it's sentient. I believe it's responding to something primitive.
I mean, you can be primitive and still be protecting something, because it could view Prison Island as its
Instinct
nest.
was to defend against anything, but we'll never really know.
We're losing time here. We still haven't reached the island.
Ricky, go to island!
That's hard, Ricky. You be you. Ba-ba-ba.
Our forces can only take so much. The capital's defenses are sure to fall. Forefathers, grant me your wisdom. Iluna mel rukan taxis. Zuko aruke bihine hato.
Oh, hey, he's summoning a Stargate, which is used to hold something.
It can't be. A giant. So this is what was sealed away.
How long has it been, Emperor?
This is our first encounter.
It is not you that I speak to, but your blood. The blood that shackled me.
I see. Then I assume I do not need to tell you the reason I am here.
There is no need. I already know why you have come. Use it. That is the reason I am here, after all.
Well, again, things I mentioned before that, well, the people originally worked for, Square, and Xenogears, which is the first game they did, was originally pitched to be Final Fantasy VII, so influences. Plus, also, JRPGs. There's common tropes. So. Just run all the way. No items to collect at the moment. I don't believe there's anything from the nebulae that I need. Oh man.
Whoa! Big door. Whatever needed this door was massive. Dino Beast!
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely brutal. And riding a Telethia.
Is this a person? I can't make it out. This may very well be the appearance of my forefathers. The legends tell that they differed greatly to how we look now.
And this is what they look like.
Wait a minute. I've seen this thing somewhere before. Oh, Dino Beast! Dino Beast! You might be right. It reminds me of the Telethia as well.
Did your ancestors build this island?
No. The stories tell of this place existing long before my people. No one knows for sure. But we think our forefathers are the ones who sealed it. I wonder what's hidden inside. Well, we'll know soon enough, I suppose.
I mean, well, technically we got halfway there, I guess, with Xenoblade to Torna. With Torna being a friggin' Telethia.
I've seen this engraving around the capital. Many
Just imagine,
failed to discover its meaning.
Hey, Shulk. That symbol.
Yeah. It's similar to the Monado symbols. There must be a connection.
Yeah. Well, we'll get a closer look at the statue when we're out this cutscene.
Successor to the throne can open it.
Then the Emperor must be inside.
But yeah, just imagine like Adam riding on top of Torna's head with, well, technically Panuma's Monado. Just like, charge!
For the sake of our world, release the seal!
That would Brilliant.
Just like at the tomb.
What's it doing?
Aren't we going to help? Please, do not worry.
After last time Ryan touched something and got scanned, I don't think you should be doing anything.
Heir to the Monado. Let the shackles be released.
What is it, Shulk? Get a move on. You saw it, right? Us bashing that Tin Man's head in? Hold on a second. Ah, here we go. I knew you'd start overthinking.
There's not much time, Shulk. We've got to go now.
Sharla's right.
So
Chance to take that murder.
Friday tomorrow. So yeah, basically another week done. It's
Okay.
so weird. Excuse me. It's a very interesting way that, like, if this is meant to be like what high-end tier used to look like, it's quite a change in their appearance when you think about it, because wings moving onto their head, obviously, you know, I think that's the biggest one. And obviously becoming more, you basically say Homs-like with it. And even that'll even be before they started the whole mixing. So, yeah. Oh, look up there. Can see much more clearly, like, bits we're going to be doing later in the game. Things that were only a blur originally. Pretty much, yeah. I'd agree. I mean, not really much reason not to go up. Yeah, it's like I say, it's an interesting change that they've gone through over time. So yeah, that's where we started, all the way down there.
We must be outside the tower.
Are we here?
You can hardly see the Bionis horn, but
This is it.
oh well.
This is the place I saw.
Ricky. It's interesting that he knew she arrived, even though he has his back to her and is kind of focusing on his magic.
Welcome, true heir to the Monado.
Huh? Who are you? Check that guy out.
Is this...
He's one of the giants, said to have become extinct eons ago. This is what our forefathers locked away.
Sansa, and I have waited centuries for you.
You waited for him? But I thought our forefathers imprisoned you here.
I forged the Monado. It is molded from me. All who wield the sword are made known to me.
You made the Monado?
Yes.
Oh, you.
Why are you imprisoned?
Can you just
Monado could control
shove the Monado's blade through your head and shut you up?
the source of your existence.
You lie.
Master the principle
The Monado is made by Ontos.
things will bow to you. Your power will be infinite. As you now know, the sword gives the wielder the power of foresight. And I myself once used that sword against the Mechonis and defeated it.
You're telling us you beat the Mechonis with that tiny thing?
Its appearance is merely an illusion. Its form morphs to conform to the will of its master. The power comes from within. But its power was feared by some. That is why the High Entia imprisoned me here long ago.
That can't be true. Our forefathers would have had better reason.
You are what you are. Do you not believe your own eyes? Open your mind. New ruler of the High Entia. The Monado is the blade of the Bionis, the only force that can oppose the Mechonis. As the wielder grows, so too does his ability to control all things. Yet there is still power trapped in the sword. The Monado is in shackles.
Shackles?
It is suppressed.
You mean...
Yes, it was this constraint that gave rise to Faced Mechon. Mechon which cannot be destroyed by the Monado.
This is beginning to wear thin.
Now that energy beam goes and hits McGonagall, and they question, "Hey, you shot your own side."
Where is it? Where's this power coming from? That? So he's come out to play. That's cheating. Can't have that. This is gonna be good. Try and stop my new toy. Catch this.
Like, his claws just make wielding that thing pretty much impossible when you think about it.
These shackles... They must be the reason the Monado can't hurt people as well. Does that have something to do with the Faced Mechon?
You must find that out by yourself. I will remove those shackles for you. But you must take the Monado and free me from this prison. Free me, and the Monado will cut down anything you wish. Nothing but a god can stand in your way.
Don't do it, Shulk.
But Melia, why?
Something's not right. The forefathers must have had good reason to seal him.
I need that power. I thought you of all people would understand.
I do, but it's just...
Hold on a minute. He only said he'd release this new power. Sounds like a good idea to me.
But...
Ryan.
Please understand. I must do what I set out to. The Mechon must pay. Right
now, I can just see Zanza, Not actually chained up, but sitting in, you know, like Palpatine's throne with the cloak and just being, do it. And all that sort of goading Palpatine does. Damn it. Someone gets the opportunity, take Zanza's face here and just plaster it over a screenshot of Palpatine when he's just doing one of his speeches.
I will.
Oh, jeez. Now, Shulk, can you take the Monado and give him a haircut?
Heir to the Monado. Your will shall be done. Let the shackles be released.
Giant lightsaber. I mean, effectively, that's what the Monado is. It's just a lightsaber with a lot of metal around it.
It's him! Metal Face!
Sorry we're late to the party. What do you think of our leader's gift?
How did you know we'd be here?
What's that? The poor insects are a little confused. We're here for the old fool. If he's dead, he can't power up the Monado. You being here just an added bonus. Huh?
Alright, stop showing off.
Mechon. Zanza,
Funnily enough, that design,
respond.
very similar design to Face Nemesis, will show up in the Gundam franchise.
I sense thought waves.
Zanza, how
Yeah, minus sort of engine bit and like this fancy bits around the head and whatnot, but like the way they've got the skirting
To me,
around the back.
how dare you? You know nothing.
I am here to talk, Zanza.
Mechon! You will pay for what you've done!
Please wait. I mean you no harm.
Give us back Fiora! Give her back!
I told you to stay out of the way, boy!
Shulk!
Weak and pathetic. Stupid bug.
Also, like, where is Ricky in all of this?
Without the Monado.
I know he is kind of a lovable coward, but still.
What or who are you? How do you know me?
Let's see if this jogs your memory.
He moves like... But that's impossible! Gunman!
Cease immediately. They are not our target.
Well, Alex is on Fortnite.
Who dares?
Stop at once, Mechon!
Emperor!
Jeez. The fact he can still function.
Are you hurt, Melia?
No. Father.
There's Ricky. But still, Ricky, where have you been hiding?
You're gonna pay for that.
If only he'd stabbed a little further and he'd have got Melia as well. Been one less person to deal with.
Looks like he's had his wings clipped. Did you really expect to beat me?
Stabby. Yep. Hey, at least, you know, he has a decent one-liner after killing. Can say that about Metalface.
Sansa, you're alive. Give me the power I need.
I am now a mere shell. The power is already yours.
What?
The shackles have been broken. Wield the sword. It bends to your will. Think of your enemy, and the power to defeat them is yours.
Yep.
Sansa. Mechon. It's not over. The people of Bionis will never let you triumph.
It's changing form.
Be careful. We cannot withstand that power.
I do enjoy the whole scenes of the Monado's evolution. Because it's just like, yes. Right. As much as the AI can't use Melia, I'm going to bring her in anyway. Oh, hello. Okay. Increase ether. Nope, nothing to level up. Let's go for it! Okay, yeah, Dumbledore still needs. Oh, yes, they're out of order now. Just do that. Chant again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to put the gems back on the Monado as well. There we go.
You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora! What?
Considering how long the blade was just before that swing, it's actually kind of crazy that it only breaks open the cockpit.
Now you feel it. Swing the blade to your heart's content.
Wait. Is this what you truly desire, Zanza?
I see now. It is as I suspected. You exist outside the pre-established harmony.
Is that arms?
Yeah, exactly. How long he had the blade for striking Metalface, it should have cut completely through Nemesis.
Fiora.
not changed at all. That is clear. But still, I cannot.
Do as you please.
Fiora! Wait!
It's also funny. There's nothing, you know.
Complete. Returning to base.
Yeah, there's nothing like keeping her in the cockpit. Now it's broken open, so there's a few moments there that she should have fallen out.
But next time, I'll slice you in two.
Fiora! It's me! Shulk! Fiora! We were too late. Again. I saw it. I knew it would happen.
Shulk.
Why? Why did this have to happen?
Oh man.
Father.
The fact that he survived being stabbed for this long is actually pretty impressive when you think about it. Like, you know, what?
Don't
4 large blades
care how impressive
going right through him?
cry.
Yeah, that's a lot of vital organs that would have been
Why does it
just
have to be
destroyed.
me? If all it takes is to be half Holmes.
Is that what you think? You are very much mistaken.
But
To become the hope of the High Entia is a fate that you choose for yourself.
He also looks pretty good considering he had 4 blades slammed through him as well.
It is certain that you will be worthy of that name. But remember this also. It is not because you are the hope of the High Entia that I love you. It is because I love you. But I wish for you to become that hope. Heir to the Monado, I leave the sword in your hands. The sword that my forefathers sealed away. With it you can succeed.
Your Majesty.
Melia, cry as you must. But when your tears are dry.
Father, no.
Melia, come with me.
Shulk, I...
You'll have plenty of time to think about your empire and your people's hopes. If you need me, I will be at your side. But you are an individual. You are Melia Antiqua. And you can't let me get away with
Yep,
this.
you knock that thing off.
You're right. My foremost concern is making them pay.
Hey, on toast.
Well played indeed. Zanza.
I do what is necessary for the world.
I could very easily have stood in for you.
Well, yeah, because unless your core crystal is shattered, you don't die. You're just shut down for a while.
I see a storm on the horizon.
It's also interesting how those two don't have to kneel.
Succession will take place 1 year from today. Until such time, as decreed by the Crown Princess, I shall assume imperial duties as regent. If there is anyone who objects to said decision, state your grievances now.
All the ministries are unanimous. We have no objection to Her Majesty's decree.
To each and every one of you, our thanks.
If I may, Your Highness, I would like to propose a round-table discussion on strategy concerning the mechon.
What to do about the mechon? Our defenses must be shored up immediately.
Not only our defenses, Your Highness.
Do you suggest an offensive approach? While the capital still licks its wounds?
The Ministry of Research has the ideal solution.
Of course you do. That's...
Friends act strange. A friend sad. Ah, Ricky's sad too, because of empty belly.
You get all the food you want in there, Ricky.
Don't get upset just because we're hungry.
Not hungry? Oh, Hum must have small bellies. Oh, Ricky jealous.
We've got to get our minds off this somehow. Dunban's locked himself away ever since we came back. Is it because of the girl who was operating that mechon?
Melia, how are you?
What do you mean? If you were talking about father, I'm fine. I have no choice but to look to the future.
You're stronger than me, Melia.
Do not mock me. More importantly, it is time you tell me who she is.
We've known her all our lives. We thought she was killed in Colony 9.
She didn't even recognize us. She's not the Fiora I remember.
It looked a lot like Fiora. But if it was her, then I can't imagine how Dunban feels.
What did he mean?
Fiora is Dunban's sister.
I didn't know. Is this Fiora important to Shaw?
Important? She's more than important. She's the reason we're out here.
Yeah, Ryan, you didn't. Just Charlotte's reaction.
If that really was Fiora, why didn't she reply to me? Fiora. I better talk to Dunban. He'll know something.
Yep, exactly, Joe. Oh yeah, attack, haste, and double attack. Right. Yeah, I always do prefer the Monado 2 design over the Monado 1. Maybe just because of the extra sort of styling on it. Of course, I've been avoiding a decent amount with, obviously, Future Connected. I am aware, obviously, of the Monado design Shulk's got there. So, but obviously I haven't had a proper look at it. So we'll have to wait and see. Although so far out of all the Monado types, Penuma's my favourite. Potentially it's tight between Monado 2 and Penuma's 1.
I've been looking for you. So this is where you were.
Sure. Apologies. Was everyone worried?
Of course. Me especially.
It's going to be interesting as we go through Future Connected, given it is a Shulk and Melia story. So.
And I can't help wondering.
Wondering what?
You saw how Fiora acted. It was like she didn't even recognize us.
Yes. It's unsettling. But Shulk, don't get me wrong. I'm not sad. Even if she doesn't recognize me, I'm glad to know she's alive.
Oh, dumb man. What if the game turned out to be that my original theory when I played the game the first time was correct, and it's doppelganger theory, and it's the doppelganger approach?
It was left to me to protect and raise her, almost like a father.
I still think that would have been an interesting reveal.
She had you as her brother.
Ah, yes. You and
That
Fiora-
everyone on Mechonis was basically a duplicate of everyone on Bionis. But obviously with a more technical styling because of the whole nature of Mechonis.
I always thought if Fiora were to be with anyone, it should be you.
Again, something I had brought up on the previous playthrough, but
Just as much as me.
it's still just something that always sits with me. It's just like, yeah, I kind of like my theory better.
I see.
He's a nice guy. Reminds me of myself when I was his age. All reckless and hot-headed. Probably why he's not run for her. Listen, Shulk.
Yes?
A lost life can never be returned. But she's alive. It doesn't matter that she's lost her memory.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Fiora and I have spent our entire lives together. The memory of that can't have disappeared completely. It's up to us. We have to help her remember.
Well, Dunban, it can disappear completely if they're not the actual person.
You know I will.
Okay. Let's go tell the others.
Anything changed, Susie?
No.
Oh. So where are kitties at the minute?
Daisy's on her spot and Poppy's on my pillow.
Aw.
Have you gathered your thoughts?
Yes. Sorry to be a nuisance.
Shulk, you too?
Yep. All thanks to Dunban.
I'm glad.
Da-da-dee.
Forgive me. His Highness Callian summons you.
You think something's happened?
We won't know until we get there.
Da-da-da-da-da. Go. Let's get these cutscenes all out of the way so we can focus then next week on quests. I think that's the best way to do all this. Do-do-do. Do you know what? I've done band in the party. Ah, boy. Jump up the stairs. Because it's funny to do that.
I apologize for calling you at short notice. It's fine. Is anything wrong?
I must apologize to you all. Forgive our hubris. We High Entier were arrogant enough to idly sit behind our defences, safe in the knowledge that Mechonis lies a great distance from our land. We were wrong. Our decision to ignore the mechon assault on your homeland was wrong.
Your Highness, does this mean...
Yes, Shulk. We will face the dangers ahead together.
Brother.
Which leads me to my request. After setting eyes on a group consisting of Homs, Nopon, and High Entier alike, I realized an allied army must be formed. I ask that you act as ambassadors for the assembly of this force. Tell me your thoughts, Shulk.
I need time before I make a decision.
Does Shulk not wish to aid us in our mission?
I do not believe that to be true.
Then why?
Shulk has other people to consider. That wasn't like you, Shulk.
I'm sorry.
You know you can talk to me.
It's Fiora. That's why you're hesitating. Yeah. Knew it. You wouldn't think twice otherwise. I just don't know.
Find her, Shulk.
Melia,
I used to believe my father did not love me. Until the day he died.
Oh.
If you do not grasp the importance of loved ones until after they are gone, that is simply too late.
Ah, man.
You're right.
So,
I've made up my mind.
Susie got any plans for tomorrow?
You don't have to do
No,
this.
not really.
I'll go and look for her myself. The burden should be mine.
No. I want her back as much as you. Leave the ambassador stuff to me, Shulk. I'll probably make a mess of it. But we're a team. You can count on me.
I'm afraid that is my duty, Rhyme. I am of both High Entier and Hom's blood. I am the Crown Princess, and of mixed heritage. Thus, I am best suited to carry out this task.
That means we won't...
Yes, I will remain here. We must say goodbye. Is that what you really want? Yes. But promise me, when you find her, you'll come back. I'll be here waiting for you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. It's probably a good idea if I go and tell Callion myself.
I am sure he already understands. Besides, it's likely that the ministers are harassing him at this present moment. We should spare him any further inconvenience.
No, if they're harassing him, that'd mean a good distraction to get away from them for 5 minutes.
We are in great need of your help.
Didn't think about that choice, Melia. Couldn't animate Charles to be able to actually put her hand to her head
Why are you
properly.
still here?
Listen, I'll keep an eye on Shulk for you.
Whatever can you mean?
It's a risky strategy, letting Shulk go off and just hoping he'll come back to you.
Shulk and I are merely...
Yeah. But remember, the longer he's away, the more chance his feelings for you will fade. But once we find this Fiora, I will personally whisk him back here in a heartbeat. Don't give up.
I appreciate it.
Charlotte.
Don't worry, Melia. I'm on your side.
It's a bit unfair though, Charlotte. You've never met Fiora, so, you know, just...
Brother?
Just on your way out, I see.
It's not
I'm sorry, Your Highness. About your offer, we must humbly decline.
I see. Very well. Let us hope my sister does not shed too many tears.
I stay because I must, brother.
I like how they were just hiding where they couldn't see.
I'm wrong. This Melie smell different.
Yes. We need Melia to learn more of the lands of Bionis, but she is still bound to handle public matters. Hence, another Melia.
Callian.
Is it me or the wings on the
Your Highness.
fake one bigger than Melia's actual wings?
Humble subject, I formally request the following.
Speak.
I request that you accompany Shulk in his quest to find the mechon that attacked Alchemoth.
Are you sure?
I don't know, maybe it was just the angle that made it look bigger.
I am aware of everything. Go forth and follow your heart. There will come a day when we need you, but it is not today.
Your Highness, that means a lot to me.
I was about to say, with Ricky smelling things like being able to tell the difference in people, does that make Nopon like the equivalent of sniffer dogs
The jury's out on that one.
in in the like Homs and High-Entia police forces? Just be like, look,
We received a report that the silver-faced
extra food
Galahad
if you sniff this out.
Sword Valley. It will be a treacherous path. My sister is in your hands.
Thank you, Callian. I will keep her safe.
Regent, I accept your request. I will return victorious with Shulk.
I am most pleased.
Leaving without me? Do you want to come?
To reach Galahad Fortress, you will need to travel through Valak Mountain on the right arm of the Bionis.
Opportunity, they could have installed the Bionis shoulder now rather than as a extra post-game thing.
You would be familiar with that region.
I don't know, it just feels weird in a way that they could have done it.
There's no point in wasting time.
Leave the Allied force to me. I am not known for my diplomacy, but call it
Get some breakfast. What you getting, Joe?
We'll join you as soon as we can.
look forward to the day.
French toast.
Make us proud.
And this is where he's been listening to us and will now go for the waffles.
You see? Now we're getting some respect.
We're back to this again, are we?
Plot twist, this entire Joe's not getting food for himself, he's getting it for the cat. Right, let's just head down, trigger another couple of cutscenes, and then we're in a good spot. So I'm just curious. Wow. For not even trying to explore Erith Sea, we've got most of the collectibles for it. Oh, an unusual breakfast. Having a full English. There, that's something that's different.
I don't even think in America they know what a full English is.
It's the what Americans think is a full English. There we go. Excuse me. Croissant with strawberry jam and cream cheese. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is something that we wouldn't have guessed. English muffin? Oh, you mean a scone?
We will need to traverse Sword Valley if we wish to reach Galahad
No, that's a
Fortress.
biscuit.
If Colony 6 were in better
No, a
shape,
scone is not a
we could
biscuit.
pod from there.
Or are you referring to the English muffin?
We will take the path down from the Bionis.
No, because I'm now confused.
Is where the arm meets the
Oh,
mechon
jeez.
sword.
I mean, since when is that not a common thing?
So that's our route.
As I said earlier,
Huh?
it is a slow cover.
That's the thing, that, you being confused, since when is that not a common thing?
That's
Are
true.
we all ready?
But I think Joe meant
Quite.
full English is an English muffin. It's not an
No, it's sausage, bacon, egg,
egg,
fried
bacon,
bread,
Pod will be our transport.
hash brown.
All aboard, people.
It's like,
tomato.
yeah, or you can have baked beans, that's an option for it. Like, full English is just like the ultimate English cooked breakfast. Though most of it I can't eat, but oh, the days of when we would go to Little Chef when it existed.
Little chef.
No, it was an icon of the British road system. But yeah, because my parents would have well, my dad in particular have a full English. Mum would have most of a full English, and then well, me and my brother and sister would obviously have our own things, but. Technically, we'd still get bits out of it because we'd we normally order like set meal bits and then just swap bits around between us. That's just funny because we just spawn in and Melia's just bouncing around and then falls over. I'm gonna grab one quest down here now.
Yeah, man.
Just ready so we can get that underway. Well, be ready for it. And then we'll walk back up and we'll probably call it, and then we'll, like I say, next week start the process of that one named that something. You know what's funny? It's like we have the ability to quick travel. It's never explained how we have that ability. Okay, we have the axe crests. Just need the hoed planks. So, go to Alchemoth. Oh yeah, I forgot to check on like what we had collectible wise so far from the tomb. Wow, we're one short for the tomb. Kind of funny that I was able to get so much without even trying to complete them. Yeah, but none of the Alchemov ones. So, yeah. Okay, yep, so, okay. So, wrong button. Save. But yeah, that's going to do it for tonight then, so... Tomorrow is Skyward Sword, and from what Susie was saying, and I think you as well, Joe, was saying last week, it's about to get really annoying again, isn't it?
Nah, not at all.
That's Susie saying yes. Oh well, just, yeah, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and we'll catch you next time. Good night.